I am going to document my life for an entire week during COVID-19. In this video, I'm going to show you what I did to prepare and how it's going so far. Stay tuned to find out which album I chose. Hello and welcome back to my channel. Okay, this is a project that's near and dear to my heart, but I have not done it in a really long time. I have some albums here. I'm going to show you my selection process, not only for the albums, but for everything that I'm going to put inside. So, are you ready? Let's get started. The first thing that seemed to make sense was to choose an album. So I looked through some of the albums that I have around, and I thought, well, maybe I'll just do a little one because it's only a week. But then when I looked at the page protectors, these are really small. And COVID-19 is actually something really big that's happening in our lives right now. So I want to give it a little bit more weight, more importance. Then I happen to have this one. And these are both from Becky Higgins' Project Life. And this one is a bit bigger. But when I looked at the album, it wasn't in such great shape. I actually took the plastic off of this, and this is how it came. Plus, all of the color seems to have sort of been bleached off of the top half of the spine. So this was a good size, but I kind of wanted it to be a little bit prettier. So this was a maybe. Then I found this one, which is pretty big, and I think actually it is the start of an older Project Life that I didn't. There's no pictures, there's nothing in here except for those, and then like a Subway straw and a part of a medicine box. Anyway, so I thought of this one. So this one was a good candidate, but it's really big. This is 8.5. This is 8 by 10, and again, I have to move my albums. It's all discolored, and even this one is a little bit discolored. So two things that I realized when I looked at these albums: one is that I have to take better care of where I actually store my albums, and two, I really like this color. I chose all the same color. So then I went to my planners, and I happen to have this one, which is brand new. It's the same color, so I know that I'm on the right track, but it's a better size. It just seems perfect. It just seems right as a planner girl. I do still scrapbook, but this one just feels right to put this into a planner. So I'm going to use this. So my next step was to choose a layout. So I got out all of my page protectors in every single size except for 12 by 12 and I think the 8.5 by 11. I don't know if they're here, but I knew they wouldn't fit. These ones would be really good. They have a section down the side, a place for 2 photos. This one I could trim down into these 4 squares, so I might use those. This one I could cut down to just the 2 4x6s. That's a full page. These ones again are 9, so I could cut those down. I think they're the same. Those are too big. These are fun. They are little pockets, sort of envelopes, so I could use a couple of those kind of spread without to hold all the things that I find. The receipts, well, I won't have any straw packages because that's kind of out. Now that I think about it, it's really cool that I have that straw wrapper in that other album, because now the thing with plastic is that I don't do that anymore. So there's different sizes in here, so I could use 1 or 2 of those. I've also got this little box here. I'm going to corral all those receipts and maybe notes from my kids' packages, maybe take out whatever we do. I'm gonna put it in here. There's more 4x6. That's a little envelope that got a little bent. So I'm gonna go through these. I'm going to decide, there's some more envelopes, jeepers, I have a lot. I'm going to go through these, decide my layout, and I will be back. Okay, so I'm back, and now going through my stash. These ones are really great, like these little, I think they're 5 by 7, but there's only 5 of them. This one here, there's 4 pictures, but I only have 2 sheets. This one is kind of an odd one with something on the left. I didn't want to use a lot of those. I didn't count how many I've had, but I thought I could use one maybe in the front or the back of the book. And this one, like I said, I want to keep it to sort of keep all the odds and ends. It is a bit taller than the book. I can always just stitch that on the machine. These ones that are extra, I might use 1 or 2 of each, so I'm keeping those. But what I decided to do was to do this, I think it's 4x6, 1 per day, and these ones I'm going to cut down. There's 3, but they're too high, so I'm going to cut those down, and then I haven't decided which layout I'm going to use. Probably 4, because I like the one that I found, but these ones are a bit bigger. Or I could just have the 2, and that way you could see, kind of peek behind what's behind. But it feels almost like a waste to get rid of 7 of the squares. I can always use this one from this page, like this part, and then use this part and a little bit of these squares just for the holes, but we'll see how it goes. And then I also want to have a page, like a divider for each day. That might be pattern paper, and then a page for notes. That is probably just going to be a blank white sheet of paper. I've also printed off, like I showed you before, the Week in the Life the rundown of the day, so I'll have those on hand probably next to this, maybe in my kitchen on the counter or on my desk, I don't know, so that I will take time every day to just jot down what's going on. So that's where I am right now. I am going to make a list of photos that I want to take, a list of stories that I want to write, and then I think I'm pretty much set to go. Okay, I'm just popping in really quickly before I post this. I have been really diligent taking notes the last few days. So I've got Monday and Tuesday, the days completely filled out. And I've also added a little reading, listening, watching section. And then I'm also adding things to the other side where it lists the meals and then observations overheard. My son said, we're inside doors. He's 7, but he speaks 4 languages, so he gets things a little bit confused sometimes. And like favorite moment and what I'm grateful for each day. And sometimes I don't do it in the moment, like I will fill it out 3 or 4 hours at a time, I'll go back, but it's a lot easier if I do it every hour to every 2 hours, because then I don't forget. But then the last 2 nights what I've been doing is before bed, I will fill out, I'll take it to bed with me and just fill out the rest of the day, and so that's completely filled. And then I kind of forgot about collecting things, so I just went around and picked some things up. This is some yarn from something that I'm knitting, my grocery list from yesterday. This is a product that I use all the time and I just opened a new one. I bought a treat for my kids, and then even the washi that we're using to underline in my son's school book so that he doesn't lose his place. The biggest thing where I'm slacking is photos. I'm not taking enough photos. I don't remember. I don't think of it as much as I should be. So what I'm going to do for the next 4 days is to set an alarm on my phone and make sure I'm taking at least 10 pictures a day so that I have a selection when it comes time to make my album. I also had a look through my stash of paper and found some that I really like. A lot of these ones, especially this one, I've been hoarding these. They're all double-sided. This one even says everyday memories and a bunch of things like that, so that is perfect. So these are going to be my dashboards for each day. So what I'll do is I'll make the dashboard and probably just write the day, and that's it for that. I want to make it thick, like I want to make it a full book, but at the same time I don't want to add stuff just to add stuff, but I think it'll be really neat to have a divider for each day. And they all match, both sides, they all match. That one's even the exact same color. They match really well with the planner. Okay, I am all set and ready to go for this project. If you have any questions or if you want any help, don't hesitate. Let me know in the comments below, or even send me an email at kara@thehootingpirate.com. On Sunday, I talked about why I'm doing this project. If you missed that video, I'm going to send you here so you can watch it. Now, if you would like to follow along, you don't have to do it this week. Just pick 7 days, keep copious notes, and have a little box to gather some stuff that you can put into an album. I will be back in 2 weeks' time with my completed album. I'm saying that here because I never finish these things. If I say it, if I tell you, then I will be obligated to finish it. I will have external accountability, and that's what I need when it comes to projects like these. Let me know in the comments below what you had for breakfast today. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you'd like to follow me along in my journey with this project, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you'll know when my video comes out with the finished project. You can subscribe clicking here on my little face. Here are 2 more videos that I think you will like. Have a fantastic day and happy planning.